we've got to force Liverpool to ask questions of themselves. You know, we've got to go and beat West Ham and hope they go and drop points at Chelsea and make them under pressure and take the pressure off us. So I think Arteta should see this as an opportunity now and go, we've got a chance now to put pressure on them and let the media talk about them and ask questions of Slot. And so I think he should be I think he should be excited about the opportunity that's ahead of us now.
Yeah, there is an opportunity ahead of us. Before we come to the Champions League game, I want to talk a little bit about Liverpool and Arsenal in this title race. Manchester City is still there as well. It doesn't look to me, bruv, like anyone's really that great at the moment. I'm not looking at any team. I don't know how anyone's going to catch them. Liverpool, as you've said, they've brought in, 5 or 6 players. It's got to a stage where they might have shaken it up a little bit with their kind of winning title side. Players have left. Some of their players that I would say their best probably aren't performing. You've got Salah who's struggling. Konate, you've mentioned. I know, obviously, Ekatike is looking good, but Isak's just arrived. And Florian Wirtz, they're calling 007 now, right? So when I'm looking at the kind of scenario of Liverpool, I do think that they're not quite right at the moment. And I think they will get it right, but they're not clicked yet. Manchester City still look vulnerable on the outsides of their team. I think their spine looks very good. Donnarumma, Ruben Diaz, Vardy. I think they've got Rodri, Foden and Reinders and then Haaland. But outsides, they're fullbacks and wingers. Other than Doku, who looks a bit better this season, I'm not sure that any of the others look outstanding. So they've still got problems. And then Arsenal, likewise, people still don't know if we've got quite the mentality and the players and the manager to get across the line. But do you think that we're best placed at the moment? Because when I looked at the Newcastle reaction, a lot of people now were saying, I think Arsenal can do it now. And it's mad because 2 minutes before that, 1-1, I don't think people would be having that conversation if it was 1-1. So that result really did change opinions of a lot of the media and rival fans. Do you think Arsenal are right now probably best placed to go and win this Premier League with the squad depth that we've got?
I mean, that's the $1 million question, isn't it, Dan? Because on paper, our squad depth is a team that you would say can win the league. It's when you've done something before, you're going to have more belief that you can do it. I.e., Liverpool have won the league. Van Dijk, all these players, they've been there and done it. We've got a group of players that haven't won the Premier League, so it's whether they can deal with them bumps in the road, whether Arteta can get us over the finish line and win a title. That's what we're all waiting to see now. I think whether you're the biggest fan of Arteta in the world, whether you don't think he's good enough, or you're somewhere in the middle, we're all saying, like, Mikel, the tools are there now. You needed the prolific goal scorer, you've got him. You needed more creativity, you've signed Eze. You wanted Zubimendi for a couple of years. The defensive squad depth is insane. I mean, Nketiah is a £45 million player. We haven't even seen him play in the Premier League yet. I think he played 6 minutes and got injured. So the tools are there. The tools are there. I think every fan looks at the squad and thinks, I believe we can win a major trophy with this team this season. Whether that is the Prem, whether that's something else. This team is capable of winning, in my opinion. It's about using them properly, rotating them properly. Because, you know, I look at somebody like Saka and I think on the back of 2 hamstring injuries, Saka can't play every week. You've got to manage him. You've got to take him off in certain games. You've got to, you know, I know they played Saka against Port Vale for minutes, but there's got to be games where you just say to Saka, have the night off. You don't need to play, you know, and those are the things where you say, okay, has Arteta learnt from previous seasons in the way that he manages the squad? I think this team's capable of winning the league this season. I genuinely think they can win the title. But it's whether the manager can make that happen and whether they can deal with difficult situations where we need to create chances and the set pieces aren't working. Can we score enough goals? So they're capable, but it's, you know, I think it's all eyes are on the manager now.
Facts. Well, look, Champions League's back tomorrow evening at the Emirates, Olympiacos, and the box.
Are you going to that?
I am going to that one, bruv. I am going to that one. Yeah, I like the Champions League nights. I do. I think sometimes we look at it and we think, like, remember when we had those Champions League nights and I was like, shall I go to the Korabag one or the Ostersunds one? And then we went out of Europe and I'm like, oh, get me back to the Ostersons game. I'm missing it. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
I actually enjoy it, man. I've got to be honest with you. And I quite like this new format. I don't want to say it too
I
loud
do.
because they might then put a European Super League in place. But I actually do like the format. I think it's better. I think you can
Yeah,
look at other teams and see where they're at in the league and all that. I think that's good. Whereas in the old group stage, you literally had 3 teams and that was it. You didn't care about any of the other teams. So I think for me, it's been good.